Hello and welcome, guys. I'm Alex Klott. It's great to be on here tonight. It's a Monday night at 6 o'clock Pacific time, and your friend has invited you on to check something out that they're genuinely very, very excited about and think that you would either be good at it, you need it, or it's something that maybe some of your friends or family could really benefit from. And that's really what I'm here to kind of explain to you in the next 10 to 15 minutes. We'll be keeping it short because we understand everyone's obviously got things to do and time is important. So I'll get right into it. To start off, to give you a little background on myself, I'm 21 years old and I'm from San Luis Obispo, California. If you don't know where that is, it's about halfway between San Francisco and Los Angeles. I grew up there, played sports my whole life, played music, was a normal kid, got pretty good grades, lived in a great household, great family, great friends, but I always was looking for more. I always had like an above average desire. Okay, I'm sure all of you or a lot of you on this call at least have that at least above average desire. It wasn't anything astronomical. Okay, I didn't develop an app when I was 14 years old. I didn't go out there and start a business when I was 12. I didn't do anything astronomical like that, but I always had an above average desire to go out there and achieve something more. And so if that's you on this call, definitely prick your ears up and start listening to this because this could really manifest in something that you can get excited about. So guys, I went to college just like everyone else. I went to Cal Poly. It was a good school. I was a political science major and was getting good grades. I was coaching football about 70 hours a week. And then I was working a job as a busser at a restaurant called Madonna Inn, a great place. And so I was a very busy person. I mistook activity for productivity. And a lot of you on this call might feel the same way. You might say, hey, well, I'm super busy. I don't have time for something extra. Now, at the time, I said the exact same thing. When my friend Patrick Comer approached me and said, hey, Alex, you've got to hear about this new awesome, business. You got to hear about this product. I said, Patrick, dude, I'm crazy busy, man. I'm way too busy for something like this. And that's when he said something to me that kind of changed the way I thought about things. He said, Alex, don't mistake activity for productivity. Of course, at the time, I took offense to it, so I completely blew him off for 3 months. 3 months later, I was in the same position. Guys, I was very tired. Okay, if you're tired out there, if you're needing more energy, that was me. Okay, if you were kind of broke at the end of the month still, even on top of working, on top of everything you were doing, that was me. Okay, and if you were just still left wanting more and wanted to be more fulfilled, I had a lot, but I also wanted more, like I said, that was me. So when finally I agreed to hear Pat out about this is because they agreed to buy me lunch. So if the person on here tried to, I said they would buy you lunch or buy you dinner or whatever it is, obviously accept that as, hey, they really do care about you. So I sat down with them guys and it made sense. The first thing I heard about this company, guys, called Vemma. Okay, this company is called Vemma. And I heard about the product a little bit. I heard it was an all-natural alternative energy drink. Okay, and so I got excited about that because I realized that a lot of my friends, including myself, consumed energy products on a regular basis. Okay, how many people do you know that drink Starbucks coffee, soda, Monster, Red Bull, Rockstar, Fiber Energy, any of those things? I guarantee you guys 110% that your friends are drinking that stuff and that it's unhealthy and that what we have an alternative to all that stuff is a lot healthier. So I heard about this thing. I got excited. Guys, long story short, in 4.5 months, I was able to get to a point where I was making about $1,000 part-time extra every single month on top of my job, to the point where I was able to actually quit my job and focus more on football coaching and going to school at the time, which is what was really important to me. So that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about, is how, number one, can an extra $500 to $1,000 benefit you per month? How much could that benefit you on a part-time residual basis? Okay, where you're your own boss, where you decide when you want to work and how you want to do things. Number two, we're going to talk about something even bigger. I mean, yeah, once we get to that $500 to $1,000 a month, that's fantastic. But what would you do if money didn't matter? If you could think really, really big right now, what would you dream? How big would you dream? So that's a little bit what we're going to be talking about too. Guys, I'll get right into the company and where we really started. This whole movement, this whole company, this whole product really started with an idea by BK Borrego, our CEO, Benson Keith Borrego, and it really spawned out of something more tragic than you would imagine. Both of his parents died at a young age of heart disease and cancer. And so when he was young, he realized, hey, I have all this money that I inherited. What can I do with it? How can I make this world a better place? And the number one thing he realized was nutrition and health. It doesn't take an expert or a scientific clinical study or really a census, anything to tell you that our country, especially America and the world in general, needs to become healthier now, like right now. Because if you look around, obesity is on the rise, heart failure is on the rise, cancer, all these different things are on the rise, and people are just consuming the worst things they could put in their body. I mean, fast food, you name it. I mean, everything's just so easily accessible. So now it's not even a matter of what's healthy, it's a matter of what's convenient. And people's lives are so busy, they don't have time to find something. So basically what BK said is, hey, I'm going to find something that's available, that's convenient, but something that is ultra premium healthy, and I'm going to make it available to the public. And that's exactly what he did. So he got together with a doctor named Yibing Wang, who had all his degrees in genetic obesity and nutrition. So they came together and put together a formula called Vima. And this was originally what it was, a 2-ounce formula. It stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. Okay. And the secret to all this, okay, obviously maybe you guys have heard of vitamins and minerals. Okay. Those are your standard, but we have ultra trace and non-trace, which means they absorb into the body a lot better. Okay. And on top of that, guys, the mangosteen is what's really big. The mangosteen is a superfruit from Southeast Asia. Okay, it's only harvested twice per year, and it has 43 xanthones in it that are extracted from the pericarp, guys, which is the shell of the fruit. We are the only company right now that is able to basically extract all 43 xanthones from it. And those xanthones contain antioxidants that obviously clear up free radical cells and do a lot of other awesome things for your body. I highly recommend you look into mangosteen more after you get off this call. And then aloe vera, and then also decaffeinated green tea, but that didn't fit in with Vima. So, but it's in there. So that was the original formula. Adults were consuming it starting in 2004, had great health results, increased immune system function, decreased blood pressure, decreased inflammation. Great stuff, raised antioxidant level. But now, guys, we came out with clinical studies, and in those clinical studies, it proves that Vima, because it's a liquid nutrition, not pills and capsule vitamins like most people take, it absorbs in your body 90% faster. Now, with that said, the greatest part about this is what we saw was in 6 hours, for 6 hours, the antioxidant level in someone's body when consuming this rose 18%. That's pretty big. I mean, that's the difference between you getting that cold and you not getting that cold. And we're not going to make any health claims on here. We're not going to say this does that and this doesn't do that. But we are going to say the clinical studies showed that the antioxidant levels in someone's body who consume Vima rose 18% for 6 hours. That's pretty incredible. Now, the only challenge that they faced in the beginning was saying, okay, we're doing well. Okay, we're able to reach a vast majority of baby boomers. But what is the problem? We cannot reach the youth. And as you all probably know, everything starts with the youth. If there's going to be lasting change, it must be done through the youth. So what did BK do? He realized what was the #1 products that these young kids were consuming. And the first thing he realized were energy drinks. So he decided to create a healthy alternative to energy drinks. And that's exactly what he did. All he did was drop this 2-ounce liquid multivitamin into a can of Verve. Okay, it's an orange can at first. And all he put was guarana seed, which is natural caffeine, reverse osmosis purified water, and decaffeinated green tea. And that was the healthy alternative to the energy drink market. It took off when it hit the college market. Obviously, it's a big hit, tastes phenomenal, makes you feel very, very good. You don't get the jitters and crash that you normally would. So it appealed to a lot of people. You know, the idea that, hey, I'm already drinking something like this. I can literally just take the dollars from Red Bull and put them into Vima's hands, right? Switch the dollars to something healthier, have the opportunity to go out there with their affiliate marketing plan and not only get my product for free, but also potentially, if I really wanted to, you know, make an extra income. Heck yeah, right? And it's healthier, right? It just makes sense. When things make sense, they make a lot of dollars in business. So the product really branched into 3 different lines. We had a nutrition line, which is the original Vima line, has a juice now called Renew. Also a couple other things in there for children. #2 is the energy line, the Verve energy line. We now have a coffee, which is absolutely incredible, okay, an iced coffee, a tea, and a couple other things that you will definitely want to check out on the line. The last line that's personally one of my favorites is the body line. and that's for weight management line. That's for people who are either workout fiends, they love working out, they maybe want to lose some weight, or they want to maybe just feel better about themselves and look a little better. And that's sponsored by Chris and Heidi Powell from Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition on ABC. It's a big deal because those guys are, their names, I mean, they're on TV every single Tuesday. 12 plus million viewers, and they use that product on the show, and they help create it. So it's a very, very, very credible product line, a very, very exciting and proven product line. And, beyond that, the credibility is there with the Phoenix Suns. We're the official product of the Phoenix Suns, the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns, which is exciting. They're an NBA basketball team. And really on top of that, we've actually been on Dr. Oz's show 3 times in the past 2 years. So that's pretty incredible. It's Oprah's doctor. So seeing those things, you really realize what this company is doing and how it's solidifying itself in this industry. So a lot of you are probably wondering, okay, cool, you've got a cool product. I understand that, it's helping a lot of people. Now let's really talk about this business and how maybe it could benefit you. So we already talked about a little bit, right, about how you probably know people who are either looking to have better nutrition, better energy, or people who consume products like this already, or maybe want to lose some weight or get in better shape. Raise your hand if you know people like that, okay? It's okay if you're raising your hand in front of your computer. I'm doing it too. Now, what I got excited about was the fact that I knew people in all 3 categories. I knew a couple of my aunts and uncles. Not only did they want to feel better nutritionally, but they also wanted to lose a little bit of weight. I knew a lot of my friends my age who were in college and were drinking Red Bulls, Rockstars, Starbucks every day, all day long, spending a boatload of money on them, and never, number one, having the opportunity to make money back, and number 2, they were unhealthy. So they were putting crap in their bodies, and it wasn't helping them at the end of the day. Bad caffeine is not good. So what I got excited about, guys, was the opportunity to help my friends. I got excited about the opportunity to not only first help myself, okay, nutritionally, and number 2, financially, but I got excited to help other people. Okay. Now, I wasn't going out there and saving the world at the beginning. This wasn't a whole huge crusade. This wasn't like the biggest thing in the world. This was, hey, I know like 10 people off the top of my head that could like extremely benefit from this right now, whether it was the product or the financial opportunity, mainly the product. And then after that, guys, I realized how many people really did need this financial opportunity. I mean, you look at the economy right now, only 17% of 2014's graduating class last year at the university level graduated with a job, okay? Now, there's a lot of people graduating, but they're working jobs as bartenders or as servers or as waiters or as all these other things, and they need something else. People are looking for something else. There's people in corporate America who are tired of work. They're tired of the 9 to 5. They're tired of not feeling fulfilled. 70+% of people do not like their jobs right now. That was on a Today Show. It's an actual statistic. Now, what concerns me and what probably should concern you is, hey, where do I end up in that whole thing? While, I'm not going to be a number. I'm not going to be a statistic. I'm not going to be that person. Well, you might not, but hey, maybe you will. And if you're not, it's almost guaranteed that one of your friends is. And I almost can promise you right now that someone with student loan debt and someone with, piling student loan debt to the point where they don't know if they're going to be able to get out of it in their lifetimes, especially graduating and maybe getting like a $40,000 to $50,000 a year job when the average student loan debt is now like $31,000 a person. So you really look at that and you realize that, all of that kind of bad, challenging stuff that we have right now in our lives and our economy and everything like that, really, Vemma comes to save the day. At the end of the day, it's really as simple as that. Whether you're in need nutritionally or whether you're in need financially, Vemma's got a way. And it's really simple, guys. The business works like this. Okay, when you get started, you don't buy a success kit. Okay, you don't buy a business. Okay, businesses usually cost anywhere between $100,000 to $1 million to start up. And McDonald's costs $1.2 million. Okay, most people don't have that kind of cash, and you have to take out huge business loans. And if you fail, hey, you're bankrupt for 7 years. So you don't want to deal with that, basically, is what I'm trying to say. What you want to do is find something that's low overhead, low risk, and has a high threshold for reward. In this business, you get a free business. You get a free business just by purchasing product. No sign-up fees, no contract fees, no long-term commitments, no cancellation fees, none of that. You buy product, you get to start a business. Okay, and that's what's so incredible about what we do is how low risk it is. You ask anyone out there who's a business owner or entrepreneur and you tell them the facts and the statistics behind our industry and behind our company personally, and they'll tell you that's incredible if you have the opportunity to go and take it. Because at the end of the day, you can run this business whenever you want to. Low overhead, low risk, high threshold for reward. Like I was saying, this industry that we're talking about, guys, is network marketing. You've probably heard of it before. If you haven't, welcome. It's a $168 billion industry worldwide. $168 billion. It's the second highest paid industry in the world besides professional sports. Now, most of us probably are not going to go be in the NFL, not going to go be in the NBA, not going to play Major League Soccer. So what's our next best thing? To go out there and help other people generate an income and be able to do what you want financially, be able to do what you want with your life, because you only get one shot at it. It's network marketing. And what I got so excited about was the time freedom. Okay, I realized I can go out there and be an executive or be a doctor or be a lawyer and earn a ton of money, okay, talking like millions of dollars, but I'd be working 80 hours a week for someone else, okay, and that's something, and as soon as I stopped working, I knew the money would stop flowing. So I needed to find something residual, something passive, something that would pay me no matter what, okay, for the work I used to put in, and that's exactly what network marketing does. Guys, the numbers are very simple, and it's an exciting concept. It's a referral based. It's imagining basically if you heard about Facebook when it was like 3,000 users and Mark Zuckerberg said, hey man, you go out there and you find people to go use Facebook. I'm going to pay you for everyone that you personally bring in to go use Facebook. And then guess what? After that, I'm going to pay you for everyone that they go bring in. How exciting is that? Okay, if you knew what you knew about Facebook now, I guarantee you'd take them up on that offer. And what we're trying to share with you right now is the vision for this company and where it's going, and showing you that it's exactly like Facebook in the sense that no matter what, this company will go to the billions, and that you have an opportunity to do exactly what Mark hypothetically just asked you to do, but with this company and with products that make sense, not only for our age demographic, but for the baby boomers and for young people who are even younger than us as well. Now, what I got excited about, guys, was the fact that we were at such a young age of this company. This company is only 10 years old, but it's already done $221 million last year. That's a good amount of money. But what's exciting is it's not a whole lot of money, right? It's not like big billions types of money where, you know, you hear about it and you're like, okay, man, a lot of the money's been made there. Guys, $221 million last year, and in the next 36 months, we'll be at $1 billion. So the question is not, should I do this now or should I wait to see if it works? Because here's the bottom line, and I'm going to end on this right now. If you knew what you knew about Facebook, if you knew what you knew about Apple, if you knew what you knew about Microsoft, in the simple sense that they are basically the biggest household names out there, in the sense that everyone uses those products on a daily basis, regardless of what you thought about them. Whether you liked MySpace more than Facebook was irrelevant. Why? Because Facebook made MySpace irrelevant. And that's exactly what Vemma is doing with other products right now. These products are so healthy. These products taste so good. And these products are so sexy, let's be honest, with a advertising strategy and a marketing plan and people and leadership within the company that will take this company and these products to the billions, to the point where these will be household products the exact same way. Now, if that's something that you want to be a part of, because you will be drinking this product 2, 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the road, if you want to start drinking it now and reap the benefits, not only nutritionally but financially, then give your friend a call back and tell them, hey, you're ready to get started, because that means you're an A-type person, okay? Now, let's say you're a B-type person. Okay, if you're a B-type person, you're like, hey, this is really cool, but I just got a few questions I need to get answered, and then I'm getting on board, okay? So if you're a B-type person, that's totally fine too, okay? But if you're a C-type person, you're like, hey, I really don't want anything to do with this money thing. I don't want to make any money. I'm fine where I'm at. I like what I'm doing, but I really do want to consume the product, because you understand that you'll be consuming this 20 years down the road instead of Red Bull. You might as well just be drinking it now. So either one of you, whether you're an A, B, or C, call up your friend and say, hey, I'm either A, ready to get started, B, I've got a few questions and then I'm ready to get started, C, I just want to try the product for 30 days and see how I feel on it. Perfect. Now, I would highly recommend doing this at a rapid pace, because we are this company obviously is moving fast, and the spot that's here tonight, I cannot guarantee will be there in the morning. So with that said, guys, if you have any questions, it would be very, 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 very unfortunate if you left here and if you heard about what you heard about tonight and you didn't have all your questions answered. It would be a very, very bad mistake, and I would highly recommend that you give your friend a call back right now, because they're probably getting a few calls back right now from people who are watching this and say, hey, I've got this question. I need to know exactly what's going on with this concept. Okay, I need to understand this better. I need to know this better. I'm concerned about this. Okay, so guys, with that said, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys soon.